Thanks for joining us at Right On Replicas, where we're proud to bring you the best scale model kit reviews on the planet. This review covers the Snap-Tight Build and Play Scooby-Doo biplane. It's a 1/20th scale kit from Revell, number 85-1995. This new release for 17 is aimed squarely at the first-time builder with some snappy subject matter. This skill level 1 kit consists of about 44 high-impact plastic parts molded in aqua, drab green, red, tan, gray, and has pre-decorated wheels and a tail. It also comes with instrument panel stickers and pre-decorated figures of Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby-Doo. The kit features positionable wing flaps and tail fins, along with rotating wheels and propellers. Now, it's rated for children 6+. But it may still require some finger strength from an adult to press some of the pieces together. The 8-page assembly instructions are exceptionally well done, and build time is about 20 minutes, but play time is hours and hours. Overall, when you're done, it's about 10.5 inches long, 12 inches wide, and 3.5 inches high. Overall, you can't build it wrong. So, if you've got a youth or you need a gift for the upcoming season, this is the one to buy. Here are the contents of this kit. As you can see, there's about 8 poly bags of material that separates the construction segments. It makes it easier for children to follow along, and it keeps them all together for quick assembly. Here are the 2 stickers for the kit. They comprise the instrument panel gauges, etc. for the airplane when you're fully constructed. Construction starts with the motor assembly, but that gets trapped into position at step 4, so I left it off for a few steps until after I had constructed the lower wings together. Now these bosses and fitting and receptacles are all sized, and you can't put it together wrong. So assemble the lower wing and add the flaps to the left and right sides, and then assemble the entire wing assembly to the lower fuselage. Now you can find the upper fuselage and the horizontal stabilizer for the rear and stage that for assembly. Snap the horizontal stabilizer into place and then place the engine into the mount in the front end of the fuselage. Note that there's a notch at the base of the motor casing there, and it fits into a notch on the very bottom of the lower fuselage where it's installed. Once you have that in position, go ahead and snap the upper fuselage on top, trapping the motor into the mount there. And also make sure that you push all of the bosses down onto the receivers to get rid of the gaps in between the upper and lower fuselage. Locate the front and rear pilot seats and the vertical stabilizer for the back, the tail fin there, and stage those for assembly. Now notice that the front pilot's seat has 1 vertical rib on it. The rear has 2. It slides around a notch there, so you can't put these in wrong. Just go ahead and locate those and fit them into the receiving bosses on the bottom. Grab the radial cylinders, the machine guns, and the front cowl and get those ready to install. After you've placed those accessories as you see here, go ahead and locate the propeller and the pin that keeps the propeller into place. Now the propeller has a large opening on the back side and the blades are flat where they're rounded towards the front. So install that onto the boss there and then just slip the pin in until it snaps. Get out the pieces for the top wing. That's the 2 wing sections and the aileron flaps. Probably the trickiest part of assembly is the wing braces. Now, if you install the center brace there onto the upper fuselage first, the pegs and receivers are made so that you can't put it in incorrectly. So that'll help there. Now, the wing braces on the outsides, if you look, you'll see that the wing brace that goes into the lower wing has an upward curve, whereas the ones for the top wing are fairly straight. So install those with them leaning towards the front, and it should be a snap to put in. Just press those together for final assembly. Now you can simply take the wing, turn it over and slip it into position, either with the center brace on the upper fuselage or on the wing if you've figured out how to locate that. And then press the wing braces on the outside into position in the slots on the wings. So locate the wheels, both the rear wheel and the two front wheels, along with the brace there, landing gear struts, and turn the unit upside down to assemble these. Now you put the wheels on in either way, but one side has some ejector pin marks, but you might want to make sure you face those on the inside so that they're not as obvious. And then you snap them onto the pins there on the brace, and then snap the brace into position on the underside. You can't go wrong because they are sized, and then just snap the rear wheel into position into its receivers there. Final assembly of the airplane consists of placing the instrument panel into position there in the cockpits. So the unit on the left there, number 1 decal, is a little bit larger than the one in the back. So number 2 goes into the back for the co-pilot. With the completion of the assembly for the airplane, we can now take a look at constructing the figures. And all by itself, it's just a nice little plane. But with some super characters like Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby, it makes a world of difference and brings this model to life. So we'll put those together now, starting with Velma, and then the 4 pieces for Shaggy, and finally the 6 pieces for Scooby-Doo. So once you pop those together, you can display them in the vehicle. Now also, it'll make it a little easier for construction if you add a twist to the tabs, because these are kind of a rubberized plastic, especially to the arm joints. If you just twist those into position, it seems to help them go together better. Well, with our characters built, you can place them into position on the plane in their proper place, and as you can see by the dogged determination on Scooby-Doo's face and the flaps flying in the air, he's facing certain danger with that 60-degree headwind, and I'm sure that they're off on another adventure. Well, overall, you can't build it wrong. It's a great kit. It's very durable. It'll come apart in its present condition with the snap fits, but if you want to, you could use some super glue to keep the joints together, or at least try. But I'm not sure that's the best approach. Sometimes it's better to just let the kids rebuild them and have fun again. Now, the attachment bosses, the receivers, are all designed to orient the parts properly. The only issue I had with some of the pieces are a little hard to press together, so you may have to help a small child with that. And additionally, it's a play toy. So it's going to take some punishment, but it's made out of some pretty strong plastic. Other than that, there's no flash, no assembly issues. It's just pure fun. This would make a great gift for a youngster to help bring them into the world of model building. And if they've had a few Lego kits or some 10 or 20 piece snap kits under their belt, they shouldn't have any problems at all building this kit for hours and hours of fun. So if I were you, I'd buy one for them and put it on their shelf. We hope you like this step-by-step premium model kit review. And so that you don't miss any more, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. But you can find us on Facebook and at our website, rightonreplicas.com. Thanks!